hero. So that puts Vincere on the Dazzle and leaves Havost for Big Wolfenstein there, Mr. Lycan. So the core, I'm a big fan. So much pushing power, though. I think Dendi will most certainly go Exort this go-around.
Yeah, I'd be surprised
we'll be seeing
if he
some
doesn't.
Sunstrikes. Yeah.
I think maybe some dual lanes, like an Undying Jakiro off lane and a Lycan Dazzle up top. Shadowwave Lycan will some nice synergy there, and just you have Undying Jakiro, two very tanky, hard to kill heroes who can.
Yeah, look at this opener, double ring of protection on Jakiro, extra tanky, 8 armor, 650 HP at level 1. How do you kill this guy?
And a lot of it's physical. You have Avenge Slack lane with an Omni Knight. Like there's a magic missile isn't really that much damage. It's just more a setup for the slow and sets up the pounce, and then after the pounce hits, it's right-click damage. You keep him in place with the stun, the pounce, and you right-click away, but that's where having 8 armor means you're going to be very tanky.
Oh, CM. I said CM, I meant to say SEMA. I saw the capital C and M and just went with it. Gets scattered out here. Dire put down one of their observer wards. Oh, look at these cute wards. They're little hearts with a squirrel running on the eyeball. I don't know if I've seen these, but they are adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. People are really getting creative with these wards. I like the squirrel. And
cool.
And the Templar, he's got a bird jumping on him.
The squirrel making the eyeball twirl as well.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
All right.
That is an acrobatic squirrel. Oh, could see a little skirmish about the top rune here. LC going on to the Dazzle. Havost does skill Howl at level 1. And we'll go ahead and pop it. Reveals that he's skilled it also.
Yeah.
Hoping for a skirmish there, but Vega no better.
No big deal. Doesn't really change too much how Vega are going to play things if they know it's how. And I think this is normal anyways.
It's pretty normal. The only thing it changes a little bit is if you go Wolves and heal at level 1, you could look for some kind of a crazy First Blood surround that you need to be a little wary of. So if you know that's off the table, you're at least clear till Dazzle hits 2. But you're right. It's very, very minor in the grand scheme of things.
Undying. I like that they gave Undying the bounty rune instead of Havost, because you know Havost is going to get free farm. He's not. But getting like a support of fast level 2 and someone like Undying who's going to have probably decay level 1, then get the tombstone, or even like a soul rip, and getting that fast level 2 can be really potent on a hero like Undying.
Yeah, most definitely. Now let's take a look at how these lanes will actually settle down. Radiant will have Team Vega, the underdog tier. Seema the Slayer takes the Slark in the safe lane, joined by Undershock on the Vengeful Spirit. That puts no one mid, no one on the puck. Our Zeke will play the Omni Knight, and who is this LC? Pashibashu? Something close to that. I don't know. Maybe that is not a name I'm familiar with. I recognize like half of the Vega squad, but not this LC.
I'll do some Steam profiles.
I wonder if that's a pseudonym. Is that a Sedoy, like name backwards kind of a play here? Was throwing me for a loop. Yes, Mr. Yodes. Like, who the hell is Yodes? Is this a new recruit here? Oh, Sedoy. Derp. Dire side, we've got Na'Vi, the team you know. Go Black, there. I'll be on the Undying here, joining Funnick in the off lane on the Jakiro there. Dendi takes mid on the Invoker, and that puts Vincere on the Dazzle with Havost on the Lycanthrope, this early Basilius.
Yeah, so Na'Vi with the dual lane, they can contest the pools, or at least come and leech XP, go for the last hits, and also get a decent amount of this lane. So Go Black's at level 2. They've got their Magic 6 up as well, so if there is fighting, they'll get the charges. They'll really, I think they have the edge in this 2v2 at bottom, and probably the edge in this 2v2 up top. Omni Knight LC, not the most potent duo, which is where Omni Knight is kind of pieced off. He's going for the rune.
Yeah, Omni Knight LC is kind of cute. Once LC is 6, and you can duel and then use the Purification as like a big nuke while you heal up your LC. That's kind of fun, but until then, yeah, just a double melee dual lane where you're pretty susceptible to this Dazzle harassment.
Yeah. And possible Sunstrikes go flying into these dual lanes as well, so that's where Na'Vi have a definite edge in both 2v2s. Mid lane's probably the one fairly even matchup. Puck versus Invoker, and shouldn't see either of those heroes kind of coming out on top too much.
Yeah, pretty close. No one is actually ahead out of the gate here. Dendi finally gets his Forged Spirit out and might start to close that gap, but just a matter of a couple of CS. Vega do have a nice lane ward down here in the bottom. They actually opt for no rune vision. You look at both their wards, and they're both either in the lane, or this one's kind of inside the tree line here in the top. So prioritizing lane dominance, but controlling rune's going to be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I think just because they have the slightly weaker lanes, having wards that help the lanes is probably for the best. Making sure they know exactly when Na'Vi come to contest the pool so Undershock doesn't get caught out of the bench.
Yeah.
And similar story at top lane, you don't want to be caught by surprise. You mentioned the Wolves heal bomb from the side, something like that can be pretty pesky. Although I'd say Omni LC is probably the stronger of their 2 lanes, both very tanky and Omni just has to sit back and keep Passionate alive.
Yeah, the Howl actually making a pretty big difference here. Dazzle's able to harass to his heart's content. Stout shield on the LC, but still pretty effective auto-attacking here from one Vanscore Meow Meow. But look at this Lycan set. I guess they did just have a patch. There's all these new sets, but this is badass. Look at his hand claws. I don't know what those things are called, but they're cool.
Which the Hunter of Kings set.
The Midnight Rippers.
Was this in the Dota Cinema chest?
I'm not sure, to be honest, but it's pretty damn cool. It's got a custom shapeshift too. Custom wolves. Wow, Havos is tricked out, man.
The wolves have names: Borealis and Puppy, Guardians of Ambry. Just like a puppy theme set.
I feel like it has to be the way they spelled it too. There is not a native E in puppy. That is.
Yeah.
Borealis.
Borealis, what a name.
There's Borealis, there's Puppy. Yeah, my dog's named Puppy. Get over it. Like, oh man.
It's a wolf and you call him Puppy? He's gonna have identity issues later on.
Under shock. He's gonna have some health issues here coming up in a moment. Go Black with a double damage. Tombstone comes down. Purification flies out. Hits him with a heal, but yeah, there's first blood drawn by Go Black.
DD rune. That's some value there.
Oh man, double damage Undying. Not somebody you want to square up with.
Yeah. And that puts Omni at bottom lane, and this 2v, even if this stays in 2v3, Na'Vi, I think, have the stronger lane. Level 4, make it level 5 Jakiro in a second. The experience on these heroes, a level 4 or 5 Jakiro with like 2 Dual Breath, 3 Liquid Fire is really potent. He may even go for a 3rd Dual Breath point because of the Liquid Fire nerfs. I wouldn't mind seeing that just because of the damage up what that Dual Breath gives you. But whatever it is, this Jakiro is potent. You can't go on him because of the Ring of Protection. Well, they're now Tranquil Boots and Bassi. You got mana regen, you got HP regen, you got everything you need in this dual lane if you're Na'Vi. They're going to crush this tri lane.
Yeah, I mean, look at Seema's farm right now. 8 last hits on the Slark in 5 minutes. Yeah. That is not even.
A lot of those were neutrals as well. He moved to the pull camp.
Easy camp, yeah. So he's really getting shut down here. We'll see some initiation onto Funnick. Magic Missile into a pounce. There's the heal bomb, but Funnick is just so damn tanky. Yep. There's the heal from Go Black, and they're just going to back it on out. They're struggling to kill the Tombstone. Aftershock's going to die to zombies at this rate. It's the zombie apocalypse coming out. They finally bring down the Tombstone, but Venge will go down to Undying. Funnick gets the kill on Seema. Now our Zeke will probably live, but a disastrous 2-on-3 to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, the Dazzle rotation definitely helped, but I think even without it, Funnick was going to live anyways. They may have not got those kills without the Dazzle, but they were not going to kill Funnick there. So tanky with the 10 armor. He's going to heal right back up. He's got decent mana, and Go Black has Arcane Boots now. This lane is so over. Throw in the towel. Vega Squadron, you gotta move something around now. You gotta go to plan B.
3 points in the Liquid Fire. Won't take heed to your advice, but we'll just nuke this tower down about as quickly as possible. Top lane, Seema, he's pulled a full rotation. He's gonna try to farm up here where Havos is getting some last hits. He sees the Wolfman and, well, wants a little piece of that. Tower will go down uncontested. 6.5 minutes in. Vega will just let this one fall. They do use the glyph, and I think one more Liquid Fire going to be all they need.
Reduced damage, but still pretty potent. Still has that incredible attack speed slow, which is especially good on pushing towers. And
yeah. I think there's been one of those overreactions to Jakiro. I've seen him pick so little since the patch hit, and it is a nerf, but there's still so many other things about this hero that make him ridiculous.
He's got 2k gold. Oh my gosh! It's 7 minutes in.
He's gonna rush it. Like no boots, Yules here. Is that? Oh, he's got the tracks rather.
Go for a YOLO Midas or something.
YOLO Midas. If you can get a 7-minute Midas as a Jakiro, I say more power to you. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge it. I think that's a-okay.
You can break down the Bassering and get your Yule Scepter though. Use that Sage's Mask, and that's probably the
with that
safe, reliable play. But
yeah, 7
me in fighting shoes, and I'm picking up a Midas right now. Probably throwing the game.
Dendy with 1,500 gold, I think undoubtedly pulling up towards that Midas. We talked about it yesterday, the Dendy Invoker, all about mobility. Probably see a Force Staff and Blink before we see anything too aggressive like a Necro Book.
Yeah.
Kind of depends.
I think they see Undershock here at bottom lane. They pinged him.
Dire. Maybe they know he's just kind of nearby. Looking at the Dire
They have this ward, which I think spotted him maybe walk in there.
Okay. Funnick, actually gets a point in the Ice Path. Now they'll break down the trees with Tombstone. Aftershock will try to TP out. Ice Path is there. Sorry, Venge, but it looks like you're going to be having another bad time. A few more auto attacks and nowhere for him to go. Go Black's there, tickles him with the Arcane Boots aura before he goes down, and Tombstone still poking on the LC as now Funix starts to chip at this tier 2.
And it's a level 4 liquid fire now, so a lot of damage output and just pushing potential here. And Vega Squadron, I don't know what the plan is. I guess the LC rotating with overwhelming odds was the plan, but that's not going to do with the liquid fire. This tower already down to half HP more or less, and
I mean, just look at Seema up top. He's just trying to defend this push.
And Q on Omni at mid. Dodges a Sunstrike. That saves his life.
Yeah. I was just reveling at how underfarmed this Slark is.
Yeah.
He's on the 2 last hits per minute train right now, which is pretty far from where your 1 needs to be. Oh, Puck. That's a coil onto Havos. He will still channel the Wolf form in style, I might add.
Yep.
Jaunt over. I think he's going to be okay.
Great TP if he wants, but yeah, he will do so.
No one will not be able to find the kill.
Bottom lane, meanwhile.
TP out from Dazzle. Another Tombstone in the middle of the lane. LC won't even bother trying to kill it. Knows it's a feat not worth trying. And now this tier 2 will just take the effects of liquid fire. There is a Radiant Glyph, but I'm not sure if they actually want to burn it. He will try to go in onto the Tombstone here.
That's ballsy.
It is, especially with the Jakiro nearby. Misses the Ice Patch. Tombstone will go down soon, but not before a few more ghouls come out onto the field. Wow, just an easy tier 2, shy of the 10-minute mark. Na'Vi pulling pretty far ahead, pretty damn quick. Pedal to the metal.
3.3k gold for Funny. Let's see a Radiance Rush. I don't know. What's the worst item build you could do right now?
The worst item build you could do on the Jakiro. Radiance.
Taking out like straight naked rapier, I guess.
Naked rapier. God, I don't know.
What's the next
I think
thing?
Heart of Tarask is probably one of the more useless items he could pick up.
Yeah, I think.
I saw Sand King do that once, almost exactly like this game, where he had like first blood, a couple of ganks, got a tower, and then had free roam in the jungle. And it's like, all right, cool, you got your core. What are you getting? And it's a heart. Okay. I don't know what the plan is, but I look at this. No boots, Atos. Now this is some good old-fashioned fun. Yeah. This is what I like to see on my Christmas day.
This is a really cool item too. You get it this fast as well. It's really potent because of the long. It's similar to the Yules, where it's just a really long-range initiation, except it's got an even bigger range. It's even more spammable with a 10-second
cooldown. It's like 1300 range or something. It's really far. Yeah. It's some absurd amount.
And 10-second cooldown also.
Yeah, so stable. 4 seconds of slow. I mean, look at the Puck. Nowhere to go. Gets crippled, macro-pired, and this is going to end up being a quick second game here, Parker. 6-0. The bloodbath continues, and Na'Vi, showing us that they are truly practiced hands in the game of Dota as they heavily pressure this tier 1 in the mid. Dazzle even with the defensive weave for good measure. Fuck it, let's just 5-man at the 11-minute mark, they say. Havos moves into the Roche pit. He's eager to get that Christmas hat upon his head. Yeah.
For Na'Vi, this feels like it's 25 minutes in with the items that elite they have.
Yeah. RZ
Sonic
just
with these items should not be 11 minutes. It should be 20 plus.
Yep. Yeah, RZ just kills over. You're right about the timing, though. If you can rush a Rod of Atos before the team even has upgraded boots, like half of them are on brown boots and the others have tread, so movement speed is not really a plentiful resource on the Radiant side. If you get crippled with brown boots, forget about it.
Yep. Got the LC blink now.
Oh, who blinks into Roche? He could actually make something happen here. Roche helping him out, doing some damage to Havos. They'll both try to back out. The duel not successful, but no one's coming in. Havos will get picked off. Finally, Vega get on the scoreboard. That's nice. Go Black caught inside of a coil, but he's got reinforcements on his way. He is not scared whatsoever. Drops a tombstone and says, "You want to square up? Let's go. I'll lace up the gloves and we'll take it out back." Oh, Sunstrike.
He was going for the courier, blinked in the trees, and then suddenly sets up a Sunstrike, but not enough exalt points there. Dendi with a 4-0-4 build, which you do go for the double forward spirits, but
yeah, for the pushing.
Good play by Vega to realize Havos was like Na'Vi were pushing his 4 while Havos took Roshan, and
yeah,
well read by Vega that they knew exactly where Havos was.
Yeah. Puck has a blink dagger, maybe thinking about an Aegis steal. They gave him a big window to do it, but no one will not roll the dice there. Scout out with the orb.
Did blink, but yeah, didn't go for it.
So blink up on Puck and on LC. Those are 2 big items for Vega. Maybe you can utilize those to start getting some momentum. 12 minutes in. Still no dual victories for LC, but that might be about to change. Goes in on to Go Black. The damage is there. We've got a winner. 10 extra damage goes to the LC, and Vega finally getting on the board. That's a pretty big streak, too. Dominating streak that LC just picked up. That's nice.
Yep.
Sunstrike to help break it up a bit. Does not connect on any heroes. Dendi is coming on in. This is RZ, though. Hits him with a cold snap. Has a few Forge Spirits. There's the cleanse from the LC.
Man, Funnick with a blink now on top of the Atos.
Oh god.
This is just sick farm from Funnick. He's going to be so hard to bring down, and just yeah.
Yeah, I keep saying Jakiro has no boots because he keeps dropping his tranquils. I'm kind of an idiot. That's my bad. Oh. He has tranquil boots. This is not a no boots Atos. I've said it at least 3 times. I don't know why I can't get it straight. Here we go. Another fight breaking out as Undershot gets initiated on. Look at all that negative armor. Oh my, Medallion plus Weave. That yields a dead Venge pretty much every time.
No. He may just go for out of tower after out of tower here. Only 1 remaining in the top lane. They've got Aegis on their side. They may just be thinking high ground. Just use the Macropire for your casual creep wave clearing, and everything turning up Na'Vi as far as their final Christmas Day game.
Their final Christmas Day game, yeah.
As far as today goes, though, it's not been good for Na'Vi. Today and yesterday, they've fallen out of Starladder, and that's definitely been that's the one tournament where Na'Vi have been consistently, like, at least at the LAN finals. This is going to be, I think, maybe the first Starladder they haven't qualified for.
It's that is their big tournament. I mean, at the LAN, they always have the little stars for the player profiles, see how many like Starladders they've been to, how many Starladders they've won, and the last Starladder I was at, I didn't know what the stars were because I couldn't believe that, you know, like Puppy and Dendy had like 12. You know, they've been to like literally every Starladder, then a couple bonus stars for good attendance, you know. It's almost like, what are all these stars, dude? Has Dendy really been to every single Starladder? I'm like, well, it's in his backyard, so I guess it makes sense, but yeah, they are. This doesn't feel like Starladder without Na'Vi. Ooh, overwhelming odds actually going to do a lot as it connects on, I think, all 4 heroes there. But Na'Vi, they're going for the high ground. They want to end this one soon. Puck going in, burst down a couple of creeps, and we'll be able to jaunt back. Radiant do have a glyph, but they do not have their Slark. He's out farming the lane, has a TP scroll, still hasn't used it yet. They will glyph with the tower at about half health, and I think Na'Vi quite happy just to slow siege this. That's the bread and butter of that liquid fire. Yeah.
It forces Vega Squadron to make a move to actually engage in, and engaging into an Undying never works out well.
What a beautiful ice path to get it started. Puck just gets taken out, and now the rest of Vega walking back to the well while their barracks get crippled. Tombstone already down, making those zombies, and I think this is just going to be a 15-minute set of barracks, and will Na'Vi even back out here? Seema still trying to come online, only 2/3 of the way towards the Blink Dagger on the Slark, if that's even what he's going for, but 1,500 gold up. Oh, he is feeling the pain. They need a Christmas miracle to turn this one around.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what or where it comes from. Even with the Blink Daggers online on Puck and LC, you need actual... I guess Puck has some burst damage just from having his maxed out nukes, but Na'Vi have great sustain. They've got the Dazzle, who's gone for the max heal, which I kind of like here. Like, the Poison Touch is good for ganking. We saw it last game, good at dealing with a Brood, but when you're 5-manning, having max Shadow Wave is insane. And I wouldn't even call that defensive, so... We're seeing the max Shadow Wave. We have the Undying, who's got himself the point in Soul Rip and just keeps people away with just the threat of the Tombstone. Yeah. The comeback potential just isn't really there for Vega.
Crimson Guard on the way also going to make things even more difficult. Also probably worth mentioning, Omni is not skilled Repel yet. 2 points in the degen, or I don't know about this build in particular. Dendy will walk into the danger zone. A little bit extra damage on the LC as they burn the Aegis of the Immortal. Dendy gets a meatball off before he goes down again. Will he actually live? Some hit points to spare that heals the grave. Dendy's still alive. Now Vega desperately trying to finish him off. Seema the Slayer will help make it happen. It'll cost him his life. Now RZ starting to man up. Use the GA. That makes it only a 1-for-1, but now Vega in trouble. Omni Knight's been taken out. No one will try to jaunt across the tree line. No stuns to stop it. The TP will get canceled. What an ice path from Funnick. Oh my gosh. Still a blink to the low ground. So no one. Maybe he'll live. Funnick still in hot pursuit. Orb. And this time the ice path will be off the mark. But, oh, he's crippled. Nope. The boots really coming in handy there for this Jakiro.
All about that boots life.
Well, a cute little fight. Vega actually, considering how far behind they are, Slark got enough gold from that kill on Dendy to get the Blink Dagger. So it was actually Puck that got the kill, but still helping out.
I mean, triple blinks, it's good, it's initiation, but it doesn't actually give you stats, fighting capabilities, the magic immunity of a BKB, so you've just thrown in a bunch of initiation to your team. I think it almost gets picked off here by the Blink Slack, but...
Yep, we're still in pursuit of one Dendy. He did not go the mobility build, though. He actually ended up going just straight Necro the hand of Midas. I guess
Let's end Dota, he says.
figuring that since they went with a 15-minute barracks kill, that maybe the Necro book is just the way to do it.
Yeah.
Can't say I blame him. Even Dazzle going just straight Brown Boots Necro book. Look at this build from Vincere.
They're ready to go hit the eggnog and
I think so.
finish things off.
It is evening time. Havos is ready for his Christmas feast. Ooh, Blade Mail up on the LC.
I'm very excited. This is it. This is Vegas. This Blade Mail is gonna just kick some ass.
I mean, I feel like Na'Vi could group up and just take down the mid lane of Rax at any point. So any item pickup that Vega get at this from this point forward, I'm gonna call a victory. I think.
I like the optimism.
You know, it's Christmas cheer for all is where we gotta take this one. I think. 19 minutes in, feels like we've been in this one for 30 with all these items that Na'Vi have picked up. But here we go, moving right to the high ground. No glyph for the Radiant this time around, so they will have to pick the fight earlier rather than later. Slark is coming back to the base, ready to join the party, show off that Blink Dagger. Overwhelming odds, kind of their one tool right now to fend off this push. Puck also doing a good job with the creep clear, but it's level 3 Necronomicon with the heal bombs from Dazzle. They're doing some pushing work here.
Yeah, micros it back a bit and it's slowly working around the tower. They're being pretty safe about it, as Puck actually brings down the Necrobooks in the end. And
there's just no easy way for Vega to initiate this, because Na'Vi, they can slow siege. They have all these summons that they can just keep throwing at the tower with liquid fires, and you know, Vega, they want to jump in after Na'Vi commit, but Na'Vi don't really have to commit. Oh, there's a blink from Seema, dodges the ice path. Vincere Graves himself, they're committing pretty hard for the Grave. There's the duel on the go. Black Blade Mail's been used, follow-up damage, the heal from Omni. Not going to find a winner today. Now the GA comes out. Vega holding on decently well. Puck's already fallen, buys back. Wants a return kill onto Go Black, but I don't think he's going to be able to find it. Aftershock. I said Aftershock. Undershock still alive. Swap onto Funnick, and that'll probably be the end of it. Funnick with an ice path connects on Seema the Slayer. Puck goes down around the backside while Funnick makes some space for his team and will end up falling as he kind of overcommits. A 2 for 2 with a buyback. Actually a decent hold from Vega.
yeah, decent hold. They still take a lot of damage on their tower though.
Yep, oh, and it's not over yet. Now Seema goes in on Dendy. If they can get a few more kills here, this would be great. But the sustainability, simply too much.
Yeah.
With the Dazzle and the Undying. Arzeek pushing out pretty far.
Necro 3's back up for Dendy too, so that could be a resurgence in this Na'Vi push if they wanted. Again, Necro 2 just gets picked up by Havost as well, so Necro's all over. And
well, Omni has gone back to Repel. Gets 2 points in it now, so they do have some magic immunity. Havost isolated by Seema the Slayer, but hey, there's a Grave. Havost will be A-OK. Go Black gets dueled once more. This time, will they have the damage? Maybe to turn it around the other way? No winner declared. They'll go to square up, and Go Black wins the boxing match with the support of his healers. Arzeek now cold snapped, brought down. Hey, no one's here. He's ready to party. Drops the orb, just walking in circles around Na'Vi. Making some space for Seema, perhaps. He's coming in, trying to bring down the Vincere, but he'll be forced to ultimate, walk away, and Shadow Dance will ensure his survival, but unfortunately will not ensure the survival of his structure.
yeah, 3 buybacks to use in this fight over the last minute or so, and that's where Vega just not picking up items. They're going to lose their Rex anyways, and that seals their fate here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe we'll see one more skirmish break out before it's all done. Go Black in the front lines, taking a lot of damage. There's the heal from him. Can Dazzle help keep him alive? Vincere very low on mana, but has another heal. Has the maxed out Grave, but short some mana for it. Leveling up that Necronomicon still. Not even Arcane Boots. Oh man, mid lane of Barracks will end up getting taken out. Range still standing for now. Na'Vi will retreat, fill up those mana pools, and then I think they're going to be headed to that bottom lane. Even more Necro books coming out.
Yep. Maybe a Roshan stop off, as it's going to respawn just as Havost heads there. It was a pretty long respawn.
Stop by the Santa Hat.
Yep.
And hopefully
stay in there.
He hangs around long enough to see it spawn. Oh, there you go. He's a lucky like it.
Not much Vega can do to stop this. They're going to have their work cut out for them just defending these super creeps in the side lane, or top lane and mid lane.
Yeah. Yeah. 5 guys to see Omni. And
Look at Funnick, he's carrying all the Dragon Balls. He's got the bit boosters, the point boosters. That's an item build.
The Dragon Balls, I like that. That is an item build. Look at these sets. 2100 HP at 22 minutes. That's good.
At first I come like, oh, he's going Bloodstone. I'm like, actually, no. He's just buying random shit from the secret shop.
Yeah, it's good. Keeping up with 1000 HP per minute. I like the benchmark here. Just mass Atos. Go for the stats. It's Value Town. Oh. going to see some initiation here around the backside. We are. Go Black. He gets jumped on. All right, they bring down the Undying.
And then he's got Aegis though, unfortunately. No tombstone, there's nothing to worry about.
Pretty good way to start up a fight. Puck will go down before the GA gets popped. Omni helps him keep his team alive. Vanscore, a lot of defensive abilities as he gets off the grave. They'll bring down the Vengeful Spirit, and now it is full retreat mode for Vega. Oh, LC, he tried to TP out. That won't happen. Funnick hits him with the Ice Path. Zeke, does he have a repel? Nope, not for another second. Hits him with a heal bomb, and LC is down. Zeke repels himself to make the runaway. Oh, you devil. It will ensure his survival, but yeah, I think this is that final victory push. Na'Vi, at least they can feel good about not getting upset by Vega.
And things on a positive note, going to tomorrow against Alliance, hopefully at least end their Starladder Season 12 with a win, even if they won't be going to the LAN finals. And there's always a chance a team who kind of tend for whatever reason, that maybe they get in as like a replacement team, but this is the first Starladder in ever that Na'Vi have not qualified for the LAN finals.
So they have 5 losses now. There's a, we talked about it earlier, very unlikely chance for a tiebreaker.
I think it's 0. I think it's
completely 0.
Because I think Legends have their 11th win. Well, their last one of their wins is a default win, so I think they're now 14 on a 11 win.
Gotcha.
And Na'Vi at most can get 10.
Sad story for Na'Vi. They'll get a couple of kills to pick them up here. A little Christmas pick-me-up. As Seema the Slayer. There's no M there, folks. Gonna die one last time. Zeke, look at this. Repelling himself. Look at that repel. Oh, what a spell. Throne's exposed, and oh, actually the LC almost gets a kill on Dazzle. That's fun. Making him wait till the bitter end. I guess that's a GG. I don't know.
But Merry Christmas.
GG, Merry Christmas indeed. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. What a cast it has been. Only 2 quick games today, David Parker, but it's time for Christmas celebrations. We've got a ham that's not going to cook itself.
Well, it's already cooked.
It came cooked. That's right. The ham's not going to